friends, and welcome to our live streaming services coming every Sunday on Facebook, YouTube, and here on Zoom. If you are here on Zoom with us, welcome. I hope that you'll stay afterwards and get the link to Talkback, where we join together as a community and talk about the service or whatever else is going on. Also, if you go to Facebook or YouTube, you can get notifications, sign up for notifications for next time that we have a video go live. In addition to Sunday services, there are other ways to connect with UUCOC, including Facebook, Instagram, the eBlast, and our YouTube channel. Today's service is honoring our volunteers. Beth Ferree, our president, will be thanking all of those who keep our church going through thick and thin. And there are a lot of people who do that. And thank you to all of you. And she did say that if we did not send a picture of ourselves, she would find a very embarrassing one. I did not send her a picture of myself, so let's see how that goes. We're friends, and so I'm worried she'll go extra harsh on me, which would be justified. I should have said something in. As a reminder, today is the fall parish meeting at 2 o'clock. This is where your church leaders will come together and let you know the state of the church, what we've been up to, give you a progress report, and let you know where we're going after this. The link is already in Talkback and will be reposted today shortly before the meeting so that you don't have to go digging around looking for it. It'll be right there at the top for you. And it's also in your eBlast, so check your email for that. I hope I have everything ready for my report. I'm recording this a couple days ahead, so all right. Great news! Our pastoral care person, Deneen, will be staying with us until the end of the year, or until the end of funding. We are doing our best. If you want to help ensure that the end of the year and the end of our funding kind of go hand in hand and work out to the same time frame, then you can go to oakcliffuu.org/donate and choose pastoral care to specifically donate to that. And if you are needing pastoral care, if you have not taken advantage, Deneen is amazing, and anybody who has talked to her will tell you how amazing she is. So if you have not done so yet, or you just need some more, if you want to get a hold of our pastoral care person, go to pastoralcare@oakcliffuu, or email pastoralcare@oakcliffuu.org. She's also doing 2 weekly Zoom check-ins and chats on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. and Fridays at 9 p.m. So join those, lots of fun. Our online auction fundraiser. If you have something you'd like to donate, or if you'd like to participate in the auction and help get it running, email Donna Leach at auctions@oakcliffuu.org. If you are an artist or a craftsperson who would like to donate something that you've made and receive a percentage of the purchase price, then email, same email address right here, but address it to Nancy Harms. Oh, it is not too late to help with the Haunted Forest if you haven't already, or if you have. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who has worked so hard at that. We have gotten really great feedback, not only just hearing people talk about how great it was, but also lots of screaming in the Haunted Forest, which is how you know it's working, right? But we still need help. We are running every Saturday, and so we need help with setup and takedown and tours to go through the to take people in through the forest. So if you can help with any of that, please, please, please help. Go to our Sign Up Genius. I do not have a link. I bet Scott has it here. Go to our Sign Up Genius. There is a link in Talkback as well, and in the eBlast, as always. So please, if you can sign up, do so. We are using safety precautions. Like I've said before, even my family, who does not ever leave this house, is going to do this. Theoretically, we did it last night. I think we did. It's part of my birthday celebration. Oh, by the way, this is the last year's birthday crown. Thank you, Heather, for buying this for me last year. Next week's crown will be the new one. I digress. Help out with the Haunted Forest if you can do so. We have several slots still open and could really use your help to do this. This is a great fundraiser for the church, and everyone is having so much fun. So help out. We are social distancing. We are wearing masks. We're doing everything we can to keep this as safe as possible. It is outdoors, the entire thing. So if you can help, please, please help us out. And if for some reason you can't help, maybe you got a bunch of kids who keep barging in and halting this announcements, and Scott has to keep pausing and piecing it back together, then make sure you visit the haunted forest. Like I said, lots of precautions in place, but bring your family and let your friends scare the crap out of them. Or at minimum, please, please, please post the flyers to your page and let your friends know about it. Let's spread this as big as we can. Like I said, it is getting bigger every week, but we could always do more, right? So thank you so much. If you do volunteer your time and talent to anything, be sure to report your time so that we can turn those hours into money, grant money, and support our church a little bit more. You can do this by logging into Breeze. Oh, and there are also many ways to support your church financially besides visiting the Haunted Forest. oakcliffuu.org/donate, Amazon Smile if you're using Amazon, iGive if you're using anything else, the text to give option, see there's a lot, and our Facebook donate button. If you are new here, welcome. Please visit our guest book at oakcliffuu.org/guest. Still have that cat on this card. I just can't get rid of it. Member anniversaries. Yes. Oh my gosh. This one's fun. They're all fun. This one's fun. I love how excited I get about it because it means that all of you have made such an impact on my life. And I miss you all so much. But that's why I love member anniversaries. It just reminds me of those people. Anyway, enough about me. In the announcements, enough about me. Okay, this week we have Jasmine and Stacy Smith Pancratz. Yay! Oh, I just spoiled myself, didn't I? Well, Stacy loves the booty shaking llama, and I thought it would be really, really rude to do this without having the booty shaking llama. So, spoiler, here's the booty shaking llama. So ready? Jasmine, also anniversary to you, but this is for Stacy. Happy anniversary, you guys, and happy Sunday to everybody.
Welcome to today's Sunday service from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Oak Cliff. Like so many other individuals, families, and organizations, our beloved community is facing many challenges in these turbulent times. Now, perhaps more than ever, we must turn to faith to help us on our journey. As individuals, we come from a wide variety of faith traditions, but the faith that we as a group turn to is not that of a specific creed. It is a faith of attitude and action, as embodied in the words of the Reverend Galen Gingrich. Faith is a commitment to live as if certain things are true, and thereby help to make them so. Faith is a commitment to live as if life is a wondrous mystery, as if life is good, as if love is divine, as if we are responsible for the well-being of those around us. Faith is a leap of the moral imagination that connects the world as it is to the world as it might become. We welcome you and invite you to join us on this journey.
May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, Spirit of love, compassion, and forgiveness.
Que esta luz que ahora encendemos nos inspire a usar nuestros dones y poderes para sanar y no para herir, para ayudar y no para impedir, para bendecir y no para maldecir, para servirte a ti, espíritu de amor, compasión y perdón.
May we be reminded here of our highest aspirations and inspired to bring our fits of love and service to the altar of humanity. May we know once again that we are not isolated beings, but connected in mystery and miracle to the universe, to this community, and to each other.
Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. Ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come.
Because we love one another, we honor each individual's spiritual journey. We celebrate life, abundance, and service to each other, our community, and the world. We connect with each other in love, respect, and acceptance. Thus do we covenant together.
And now in Spanish. Porque nos amamos uno al otro, honramos el viaje espiritual de cada individuo. Celebramos la abundancia de la vida en el servicio a entre sí, nuestra comunidad y el mundo. Ponemos en contacto a unos con otros en el amor, respeto y aceptación, así que hacemos pacto.
In our community, we make time for each other each week to share pieces of our lives with one another, our joys and our sorrows. We do this because each person in this community has value. Each person's experience matters. We share our sorrow with one another today, knowing that sorrow comes into each person's life, knowing that together we can offer comfort. Please share your sorrows publicly and post the Zoom chat or send those to our Facebook Messenger or speak those aloud.
When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, breathe in. I'll breathe in peace when I breathe out. I'll breathe out love.
We also share our joys with one another, knowing that joy comes into all our lives, knowing that joy calls unto joy, knowing that together our voices can rise in a chorus of celebration. Please share your joys publicly and post the Zoom chat or send those to our Facebook Messenger or speak those aloud.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart of the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Good morning. I'm Beth Ferree, your UUCOC president. This morning I am doing something different, especially for those of you who make our church complete. Volunteering for the church is an act of love. Often it happens between duties to work, family, and personal care. For some, it is a form of spiritual service, while others may view it as a responsibility that is needed to support their chosen family. Regardless of the reasons, is an essential part of maintaining both the physical space as well as spiritual growth of everyone who participates. Unfortunately, it can also sometimes feel like a thankless job, especially for those who spend several hours a week working on projects or planning events. It may sometimes feel as though you are wanted to be noticed for what you do, and that's only right. So today I'm going to use this time to introduce to you those who spend the time and often their own money to help us provide services, create fundraisers, and keep our buildings clean and repaired. If I have forgotten anyone, please let me know, and I will personally remedy the situation. Now, let's begin with the leaders of our church. Since I've already introduced myself and will speak again at the parish meeting this afternoon, I'll begin with our Vice President, Renee Brill. Renee is known for her spiritual wisdom in her sermons and has donated a good deal of her time to our worship committee. She's also current chair of our coordinating council, which consists of our heads of ministries and committees. This month, she spends Saturday nights as a spider, threatening to eat those who go through the haunted forest. Our secretary is Nancy Harms. She has also been active with our Social Justice Committee and has been a great resource of advice for her knowledge of construction and city ordinances. I greatly appreciate Nancy's willingness to learn a new job in the short time she's been on the board. Paul Fuccelli is our treasurer. Sadly, Paul recently lost his mother and so is not available at this time. We wish him healing and love. When he's around, Paul can often be found participating in our events and has put numerous hours in on ground maintenance. A special welcome to new board trustees. Yolanda Graham has been a welcome addition for her steadfastness as well as her commitment to seeing our church become more diverse. She has recently joined the worship team so we can bring that diversity into our music. Johnny Chapman recently joined the board to fill a vacant seat, and I'm so grateful for her, for she brings with her experience in leadership, pragmatism, and another voice guiding our church to discover ways in which we can reach out to the Black community. Susan Ammons recently joined us as well as past president. I love her, and I know you all do too. She is a mentor and has given me a great deal of guidance as I find ways to lead us through one of the most challenging times in the history of our church, as well as the world. Susan has also worn many hats through her time here, including board, endowment fund, RE, and worship. Our endowment fund is led by Jim Clipp. Jim and I have been navigating the financial chaos together during the past few days, and I've appreciated his willingness to go the extra mile to ensure we had the money needed to repair the building. I also appreciate Jim's sense of humor, and his ability to find something funny in every situation has helped tremendously. He is joined on the endowment by Marco Villegas, whom I don't know very well, but I do know I like his determination to stand up for what is right and fair. I look forward to working with him in the future. Alice Kinsey and I have been able to work together on a few projects. She is also one who does anything she can to find ways to make the government accountable for making sure everyone has what they need, regardless of financial resources. I am certain with this new committee, we can move forward and keep our church going. Kenneth Jackson heads our Leadership Development Committee. Kenneth is often found on the grounds building a playground, fixing the broken, people and property, and has headed our safety committee so no one is lost to injury or death. I'm hoping the little group of members who formed after falling off ladders can now stop recruiting. Nancy Johnstone is also on the LDC. Nancy continues to give of her time and wisdom despite her struggles with serious health issues, and I am grateful for her for putting herself out there as a resource for us. She and I have bonded over mutual spiritual beliefs, and she has always been available for support. The other members of LDC is Kathy Gray. Kathy does so much for the church, it's difficult for me to give her one simple paragraph. Kathy is our resident artist, serves on almost every committee, and is always around to lend a helping hand. Because she prefers to stay in the background for the most part, her work is most likely to be seen in the finished products, banners, our signs, and the flyers that accompany our fundraisers. All three of these members know our church, as well as the congregation, and are tirelessly seeking out ways to match talents with tasks. Although Sacred Spaces seems to be a one-woman show, Rebecca Moore does it with the energy and enthusiasm of a 20-year-old. But even she isn't invincible. She recruits people to help keep up the grounds and the labyrinth. During this time when our primary means of fundraising has been virtual, she has come up with creative ways to make that happen. Donna Leach is still our RE chair and fundraising chair, even though the technology part of this has been a challenge for her. Still, she's always available to help with those things that can be done on the physical plane, and we're holding her spots open for her for when this necessary time of isolation is over. She has been helping on the playground and did a wonderful job of upgrading the nursery. Our chair of adult RE is Sarah Rickey, who will also be our new representative to the NTEC board. Sarah is seemingly fearless and can often be found with our pagan group. I just hope she doesn't turn anyone on the NTEC board into a frog after the first meeting, especially Daniel, who I will have to take care of. Communications team is headed by Alicia Colley, who isn't aware of Alicia's massive contribution to this church in terms of social media. Our Facebook following is in the thousands thanks to her memes, even if she does sometimes steal them from me. And her announcements on Sunday mornings always make us laugh or smile. Sarah Spencer is the head of our social justice ministry, and wow, can that woman motivate people. She has managed to get our team involved in protests more than ever and hosted a book club on white fragility. For someone who was worried about how she would do, she has moved forward like gangbusters. Leah Pittman has kept the RE program going virtually for quite some time, despite the challenges of getting kids on Zoom. The problem of Zoom overload is real, and I'm so grateful for the hard work she's put in. She has been a fixture of our RE program for many years, and I can't wait to see what comes next for the program. Tyler Pittman, her husband, has volunteered to teach our youth and guide them. I am so looking forward to a time when we can bring more youth into the church. I think that takes care of leadership, but there are still so many people to recognize for giving the church the time and talent. Hopefully I have them all. A special shout out to Barbara Fudge, who, although isn't currently holding a named leadership position, is still very much an essential part of our leadership team. She has temporarily taken on Paul's role in writing checks and has been dedicated in working on our worship team and making sure all the trains run on time. She's also been deacon, greeter, and a social justice advocate. A special call out to Mike and Kat Luster, who have created Sankofa Gardens on our grounds. I look forward to Mike's updates on the plant life every few days. With the help of Kat's mother, Betty, they spend the second Saturday of each month on campus, handing out bags of fruit and vegetables through the veggie store. I know we often have lines of cars down the street for people waiting to get healthy food for their families. It's an incredible outreach for our church. Sherry Randall has been a huge part of our church for many years. She hosted First Tuesday Films and will hopefully again soon, and has been an integral part of worship during this social pause. She is active in social justice issues and keeps us all on our toes with deep thoughts and questions. Thanks to Jade Harrington, who's taken on our Instagram and other social media accounts, as well as taking on the task of cleaning the gutters of hope and other tasks for sacred spaces. To Heather Shawless, who is sharing the social media posting tasks with Jade and has been seen sharing her artistic abilities in the form of face painting at our events. Both Jade and Heather have been spotted scaring children at our Saturday night Halloween event. Emily and David Brock, who've been willing to come to the church and remove poison ivy when no one else was brave enough to go near it. They've been on the grounds for doing the tough physical work that is necessary but unpopular. And to Dennis, who's been seen in the forest during this Halloween event, scaring children and adults. Thanks to Justin Gray, who is often seen with his dad, Scott, fixing things and making electronics work. He's a wonderful help with his willingness to learn and lift things for us old people. He's also a great resource for sci-fi. Kirsten Labov, who has been showing up to tear down after the Halloween event and is often available when someone needs a hand. Linda Smith, who has provided coffee and helped make popcorn for the First Tuesday Films. Although not a member, she has been a tireless supporter of the church, and we consider her family. Bobby Blanche has been involved in so many ways over the years. She has been in leadership and has served on several committees. She's found on Saturday nights this month, hanging out with Faith, making sure everyone is wearing a mask and practicing safe distancing so the Halloween event remains a safe fundraiser. Carol Dengley, who has also served on so many committees over the year. Carol has been deacon, helped with the various projects, done outreach, and been our head greeter. She's always a friendly face at service on Sundays. Mavis Belial, who has always been so active on our social justice ministry and can still be found front and center at protests. Mavis has also been active in our events and is standing guard at a cauldron in the labyrinth this month on Saturday nights. Claudia Klipp, who's been a huge help with going through the church history and has made dozens of scarves for us to hand out to the homeless next month. Emily Glenn, who, although a new member, has been a part of our family by lending her voice to the screams that emit from the forest on Saturday nights, as well as working on other projects. Roxanne Ward, who is responsible for our compost and has helped with coffee. Autumn Van Valkenburg, who gives her time with the landscaping and keeping track of what needs to be done on campus. Josh and Joey Heil, who are newer members who jumped in and started helping right away at various events. We are blessed to have them and their girls in our midst. Jean Kelly, who has helped many projects and has helped make our jazz jam a success with her talents on the drum. Alex Kennedy, who has been part of our carnival last year and signed up to help with worship. I look forward to working with them. They also expressed an interest in RE. Steve Martinson, who is known throughout the congregation for the donut holes he provided each Sunday. He is, without a doubt, the favorite of our RE children, and they probably miss him more than they miss the rest of us. Patricia McDonald provided us with a friendly face and a warm greeting. We look forward to seeing that smile again. Her photo is replaced by Onyx because her photos are as elusive as the cats on our property. Amber Baylor, who's been involved in social justice. Kevin Graham, who volunteers by taking wonderful photos of our events. Our staff members who, despite being paid a small sum for a lot of work, still find a way to volunteer their off time. Scott Gray, who often works well into the night to get our services out, despite deadlines that are rarely observed, and I'm really sorry, Scott, and glitches that have no sense of decency. Rita Jackson, who is at our events in significant ways, despite having worked her paid hours. She goes above and beyond in everything she does. Deneen Robinson, who is so dedicated to helping us move past our collective trauma, she is willing to help us out however she can. Marisol Leach, who not only watches our babies, but also provides beautiful cakes for our volunteers at events. She and her wife, Jessica Hicks, are often involved in many other ways. Thanks to Dee Stavko for keeping our books for us in such great order, to Steve Leach for providing us with guitar music and some awesome vocals at various events, and to Jim Ward for fixing the electricity and hope. We are forever indebted to you for that. For those who have taken a step back, we miss you and we'll look forward to a time when you are able to come back fully. Please take care of yourselves. Jasmine Smith-Hankworth has been keeping our music playing despite personal struggles. She has also been highly active in many ways over the past year. Stacy Smith-Hankworth, who has also been active and served for a short time on the board. While she needed to step back from those duties, she still remains an important part of our family. Richard Thompson, who is also an important part of this church. Richard was active in RE and also served on the board. Although he has had to step back, we honor the work he's done for us. Darvin Stevens, thank you for serving on the board. Carol Stevens, thank you for everything you've done for the church. You certainly do have the touch of a hostess. Stephen Betson, who has served on endowment and has been willing to help out during the transition. Rachel Betson, who has provided us with music and a loving presence. Charles Cranford, Chris Kaiser, and anyone else for whom life simply got in the way. To those of us who left us recently to pursue other adventures, we see you and wish you well. May you find a spiritual connection that truly feeds you. Lastly, by the power vested in me, by me, because I'm the one giving this service, I want to give to incredibly special women a very special award. Although I cannot physically hand them a material representation of our appreciation at this time, I hope to in the future. I want to give the Lifetime Volunteer Award to Elaine Wildman and Gloria Ann Mulligan Stratton. Elaine has been with this church since its inception in 1961, and we couldn't have a better mentor, role model, and guide in how to move into our next incarnation. She has been such a significant part of our church. Although Gloria Ann currently struggles with dementia, she still speaks of how very much she wants to come back and sing for us. I'm still hoping we can make that happen. She gave us so many years of music, and I am honored by the time she taught me to dance the two-step. I realize this may run long, but I feel we've neglected the most important people in our church, and it's time to remedy that. And so I leave you with this. Thank you so much for all the things you do for the life of our church. I am humbled, and I feel deeply honored to have been chosen as one of the board members who will lovingly guide us into a new life after Corona. Thank you.
Be ours a religion which like sunshine goes everywhere, its temple all space, its shrine the good heart, its creed all truth, its ritual works of love. Be ours a religion which like sunshine goes everywhere, its temple all space, its shrine the good heart, its creed all truth, its ritual works of love. Be ours a religion which like sunshine goes everywhere, its temple all space, its shrine the good heart, its creed all truth, its ritual works of love.
Let there be an offering to sustain and strengthen this place, which is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and hope, for we are now the keepers of the dream. To make an offering or your pledge, please go to oakcliffuu.org/donate and follow the links. Thank you.
From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. De ti yo recibo, a ti te doy. Así compartimos y vivimos hoy. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. De ti yo recibo, a ti te doy. Así compartimos y vivimos hoy.
Living is giving. We live life best as we give our strengths, gifts, and competencies. We are called to serve, not survive. Our giving makes a difference in our families, our congregation, our community, and our faith.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
And now in Spanish. Encendimos esta llama, pero no la luz de la verdad. El calor de comunidad o el fuego de nuestro compromiso. Estos los llevamos en el corazón hasta que estemos juntos otra vez.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy